Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Gates of Hell Liberation content. This is my American campaign, Battle Number 4, commanded by Lieutenant Bill Guarner. In Drop 1, we have infantry, Drop 2, support, Drop 3, tanks, as always. Actually, Drop 2 is some tanks as well. Let's see, let's take a lineup of the forces. I have good old Lieutenant Guarner. I have, if I scroll up here a second, 2 squads of riflemen, a team of engineers, a team of medics, a supply box, my company support truck, headquarters truck, and some rocket grenade or rifle grenade infantry. Hoping to turn them into an anti-tank team, actually. Okay, so next I will be taking and here I have drop number 2, which is my light tank and my mortar section. The light tanks are M3A1 Stuarts, which I'm probably going to try and keep throughout the campaign. Drop 2 is the Lee M3. I had a very interesting tank. It's got a 75mm gun in a sponson on the side in the hull, 37mm anti-tank gun in the turret on top, and a 50 cal on top of that, or a 30 cal. I also have a team of engineers and spare tank crew. The map, Utah Beach. I wasn't expecting this. Okay, so we're going to be defending a beach against Germans in a level 2 risk section, and we're mostly after resupply points here. Okay, so now we know what the mission is, we know what forces we have. We have Lieutenant Will Guarner, everybody. Or Lieutenant Will Guarner. Sorry, I'm American now. I must use my American voice. America, Team America, go team! Okay, and now we're going to start the mission. Bit of a weird one, we're defending Utah Beach. That's the way the campaign works. 2 defensive positions coming in. The first one is probably not going to get a lot of love. The second one is going to get a lot of love or a lot of hate in the form of tanks and infantry attacking it. I do have some air power and some mortar battery fire support to help me out. And now I'm going to go ahead and pick the engineers, place them onto a tank, and send one to each objective. So this one here is going to get all the attention, I'm reckoning, because the enemy is going to come from the north, the south, and the east. And that means this one's going to get surrounded. So I am going to pull in a tank to each location. This one should get here pretty quick, and I can start digging in. Probably going to go in this section right here on the road, because if anything, they're going to come down the... Well, I'm guessing. They might come down the road, they might not. Second tank is going to go all the way up here and dig in a defensive position up here. I'm going to place the infantry... Where's a good spot to hide them for now? Oh, that's the spare tank crew. I don't have infantry yet. I'm going to hide these guys off to the side where they'll do salvage at the end of the game, but they shouldn't get involved in the game itself. In the battle, I should say. And now we're just waiting for the drops to kick in and activate. The points are slowly ticking up, so we can use the points when they come in to activate each drop. If you're not familiar with the game, that's the way the drops work. The drops are in the bottom right side or middle right side there. I am going to try and put more defensive armor up here. This guy needs to start digging in. I messed up. Where's the engineer? They put them both on the same tank? I thought I put one on this guy. Okay, I'm going to have this engineer dig a tank emplacement and place it back here. Off the flag, but close to it that he can shoot the enemy as they try to take the flag. I didn't do that well enough, and now he's got back onto the tank. He's probably exhausted after running his little legs off. Place one back here, and then I've got the tank in front of it defending it while the engineer digs it. And I think I'm going to move it slightly to the left, and I'll put another one slightly to the right. Or as far right as I can put it. See if I can get one. Made a mistake there, let me fix this. Placing one there, facing north. And then I'm going to take the other engineer, if I can find him. The other drops come in. And I'm going to put a light tank up here. The cows in the field. That's a cute touch. Okay, I'm putting another M3 Stuart on this side somewhere. I'm looking for a good spot right now. I think I'll start him off here. That way we can use these sandbags and these defenses right here. But let's see, where can I put this guy? I'm just not sure. This guy's slowing everybody down because he's parked in the road. That's not very nice. I did buy the level 1 defenses, so there are some AI controlled defenders, just infantry though. And the Stuart rolled up and destroyed that sandbag revetment. Sandbag wall. Excuse me, I'm a little bit bunged up. My sinuses are acting up a little bit today. I've just taken a Sudafed, hopefully it should get better. And I don't know if this guy is going to be in a good spot. There's no real great place for him to sit. I forgot to bring an engineer with him apparently. I'm going to manually drive him into the spot where I want him because he'll take forever to drive under his own artificial intelligence. Here's the engineer. Dig a tank emplacement. Let's see if I can get it in here. Too much stuff in the way, I think. How about over here? Nope, same problem. Well, lit up briefly there. Can I put it back here? Out here it should activate. I don't get why it's not. This is not the best spot, but this is the spot that I have. And I'll place that tank in there in a little bit. Meanwhile, I'm going to manually drive and knock down this building because he won't have a good field of fire if I place him in that tank defensive position. That tank ditch with the building blocking his left arc of fire, so I'm going to go ahead and bulldoze it down with this tank, and the quicker I do this the better. And I'll leave the tank over here very close to this tank ditch Not sure if knocking these trees down is a big help, but it is what it is. I'm not seeing any more buildings breaking down. So very shortly I'll leave this guy here. So the enemy reinforcements have come from the east on all three parts of the east. That's going to be the lateral way I'm going to be fighting this, is going to be kind of west to east. And now I can put a tank in here, move the engineer out of the way. He's kind of got enough resources to build one more tank ditch. I got to find the right spot to put it in. There you go. Okay, put this M3 Lee in here. And then the other one is going to occupy that ditch that's right next to it. And I've got two Stuarts on the right side. Just going to place him where he's got a bit of protection behind these sandbags. Move this guy back. So he'll have time to kill the infantry as they come through that hedge row. And we're already in contact with the enemy here. So I've got 4 tanks defending the easternmost position, which seems to be the right amount in my mind at least. And if I get a chance, I'm going to dig an infantry trench back behind that crater on the left third of the screen. And these guys are all doing the right thing. This engineer's halfway through finished digging that tank trench. Infantry drop. And now I can start pulling some of the resources up. I'm going to put some infantry back here in cover for now. And then when I have the infantry trenches dug, I'll sneak them into the infantry trenches. That's a good spot behind that barrage, I think. I just need to get them up here for now. Move this engineer back to where he's safe. I don't know if I've got room to put in another tank ditch. I thought I did before when I was trying. I thought it lit up. Maybe not. It's not a tank ditch, it's a defensive position for tanks. Sorry. Using the wrong word. I'm kind of overwhelming myself by talking and playing at the same time. So he's going to go back and dig that. Now moving the tank into that position. They're really taking a pasting in the northern position, but they're getting ready, the enemy are getting ready to assault this position. Move heavy, or the medium tank really, I mean I'm thinking it's a heavy but it's a medium, into that defensive position. The engineer's getting out of the way, but I'm going to leave him in the ditch, in the entrenchment. So build some sandbags to cover that side. I don't know if that engineer is going to live very long doing that, but I'll try. And put some on here. We get this third one to work. The tanks are coming down. That is a Panzer 1. Then there's one up here. Panzer 3E, that's about as good as they can afford right now. If they even go by the purchase resource tree that we do, that would be the best one they could afford right now, I would think. Soon they'll be able to upgrade to the Panzer 4. Starting to get comfortable with my defensive positions. It's starting to look like what I want it to look like. Each tank has got a bit of cover. The infantry are not in trenches yet. I'm not sure if I'm going to get a chance to put them in trenches because each engineer can dig 2 tank positions before he runs out of resource points, and I don't have the ability to reload the resource points right now. I need to spend points in the resource tree to get the truck to do that. And I'm going to move some of these guys around so that they survive the battle once they're out of resource points. This position is taking a bit more heat than I thought it would. Moving the infantry up, although I don't have infantry trenches to put them in. That's kind of a problem with my defensive plan. I have 4 engineers in the battle, and I've got 6 tanks. So I should have some resource points left over to build a couple of trenches. But for now, let me get the tanks all settled in and doing their job, then I can worry about moving the infantry. Infantry sees other infantry better than tanks see infantry. So it's important to have infantry. Some guys play only tanks. One of my very best friends, Eker, you've seen him on my channel, tends to go with just tanks. And I can't fault his logic because he wins a lot. But I like a good mixed combined combat arms battle. Oh, this engineer lived. Can he dig an infantry trench? No. Put some sandbags here, bud. Cover the left side of this tank. It's the only gap I got in my defensive position right now. And the other guy is going to put a line of barbed wire across here because the infantry will be forced around it if they come through the bocage here. And that will funnel them into where the machine guns are pointing. Off the tanks. So you can kind of see my forces laid out here right now. It's looking pretty good. I'm comfortable. The infantry are not actively engaged, but they are up close to the fight. And I'm not sure what I did with the engineer. I thought I left him over here. I guess not. Oh, didn't mean to move that guy. Put him back. Oh, I've connected both tanks. So when you do this, you connect 2 tanks. They start going to the same position that you click on. Both tanks do. It's very confusing, so you have to hit one of them and hit K. And that divides them back up again to individual teams. And to put them back where they were. I kind of messed up because I wasn't thinking straight there. We're looking good. Tank commander somehow got out of the tank. Get back in there, bud. That was not a smart move. I must have done that without thinking. Must have clicked on one of the soldier icons. If you click on an icon right here to get out of the guy will get out of the tank if you click on him. That's clearly what I did. So we haven't. Hey, I'm not going to say it out loud. A bit suspicious or superstitious. I don't want to lose anything right now. Although I don't intend to keep these M3 Lees. I want to upgrade to Shermans as soon as I can. But this is all I could afford right now on the research tree, so that's why I haven't. We're looking not great, but we're looking okay. And I'm just trying to line up a shot here for the thumbnail to start the game out. Too much blue in this one though. If I can move it so that there isn't as much blue. Not great. So I'm taking a picture right now for the thumbnail of this video, so that's how I do it in game. Try and get pictures of the gun firing and shooting and try and pull a screenshot out of that later. There we go. That should be a good one. And then the 75mm gun fired as well. Hopefully I can pull that out. It won't be too grainy. Putting this tank back in its trench. I'm not sure why it probably didn't place it very well, to be honest. I'm going to manually drive it to where I want it. It's going to be quicker than letting him drive by himself. And there we go. And the infantry can move up, but I've got no trenches to put them in. I left the engineer back here. That's not good. Infantry trench back here. Put the infantry in that when it's finished. That way they can see the flag and defend the flag with small arms and defend the tanks with small arms. In case any enemy infantry coming up with anti-tank grenades and try and kill my precious Stuarts. I've always liked the Stuart. It's always been an appealing tank to my mind. See if I can get another trench dug over here somewhere. Looking for a good spot to cover the flag. That looks pretty good, except for the sandbags that are right in front of it. But at this pace, I'm not going to get the infantry into the fight if I don't get those dug soon. They'll just get slaughtered if I move them up here without putting them in a trench. Dun 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 dun. This looks good. We have 813 points out of 1,000. And I'm starting to feel confident that I'm going to win this one. You know I'm confident because I said it out loud. I'm not sure what knocked that tree down, whether it was my guys or the enemy fire. I got the mini-map off. I just realised I turned that off to take the picture of the tank before, the M3 Lee. And when I'm safe here, I'll turn it back on. But right now I can see that there's a series of tanks and infantry coming from the east. That's got an automatic cannon in it, so it's probably a Panzer I or a Panzer II. I shot my engineer, damn it. See if I can get a medic up here to heal the engineer. I'd like him to live through the battle. I've become quite attached to my engineers because they do so much good work. Sometimes they die in battle, but most of the time I try and heal them up and keep them. There's a medic running in, looking around, doing his CPR. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. Deep breath. See the red bar going up? It's getting better. They're both alive now. Put them back here. I'm not sure if I should make that engineer dig a trench again. What do you think? Am I cruel and callous? You already got shot. Oh, I don't have enough points for one anyway. Ah, damn it. I'll make a sandbag wall that I can put the infantry behind. He doesn't want to get up. He's like, screw you, man. Come on, buddy, I need to get the infantry into the fight. They need XP too. So the tanks have fended off, mostly because they're in defensive positions. They've fended off the enemy tanks quite well. But we're getting pasted right now from a mortar. And I can't see it. I think that's what's happening. I'm getting mortar fire coming down. Yeah, rounds incoming, buddy. So that is a mini anti-tank gun, little light AT gun, 2.8 centimeter Schwere Panzerbusch 41. I probably said that wrong. I do not speak German, short of Guten Tag. Zwei Bier bitte. That's about my extent of my German. Okay, the guys have seen armor somewhere. I've actually got quite a bit of armor to capture at the end of this battle. but I'll do that off screen. Okay, it's coming from the right side, along that, behind that hedgerow, behind that bocage. These two will have a good shot on him. Come on, guys, shoot. Shoot, 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 shoot. Kill him. Or he'll kill you. Got at least 3 tanks. Hey, we won. Victory! Da-da-da-da! Da-da-da-da-da! Okay, we're going to continue. Very shortly, when I get this defeated and everything calms down, I will turn the camera off and do the loot and pillage stage without you having to suffer through that. But right now, yeah, that's a mortar strike. It's coming down. Probably going to have to send a tank out there somewhere to go find that mortar. It's not a bad shot. I wonder if I can get that as a thumbnail. See how the tank has to turn? Because that 75mm gun in the sponson on the right side only has a limited, like 20-25 degree. Well, I don't know the exact amount of degrees, but it's only got a limited turn. So it has to turn the whole body of the tank when it wants to get a shot. That's why I've shown with the turret will do much better than the M3 Lee. It was originally thought of... Oh! So here we have the captured tanks. I've cut out the portion where I'm looting. And now you can see all the German tanks that I captured. At least 4 Panzer IIIs. Panzer 35T. Those are the Panzer IIIs right there. Skudziv 221 right here. And a mortar. And a light anti-aircraft gun, I should say. So there you have it. We're looking pretty good. I cut out all the looting stage and the repairing and the moving them up here. That is a 10cm mortar, which I might keep and finish out. Here's the victory team stats. Didn't do too bad. The next screen is going to be the important one. So here I got 3.8 resource points out of that, the bottom right. Even though I wasn't supposed to get any, I got some. And that's what I want. I got enough coins and enough resupply points. And here's the force, and I'm going to sell off that German stuff, which is quite a bit. That's a lot of points right there. Sell, sell, sell. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was battle number 4 in my campaign. I hope you enjoyed it. I know I certainly did. Peace out, and love and hugs.
If you enjoy this content, please hit the like button and subscribe. Additionally, you can leave a comment that lets Saxon know what you think and if you enjoyed this type of content. Thanks for watching.